Hello again. Right, part 2 now of day 4. It's really interesting this. Today I decided, instead of having the sort of food is thy medicine, I thought I'd turn it around and this is food is your poison. This insidious thing that we call sugar is not a food. Food is what actually sustains us. Poison is that which brings our vitality, energy down and can actually kill us. I would say sugar is the slow, insidious killer of most of humanity on this planet right here, right now. And I'm going to just encourage you to say no to it. It comes in many guises. Sugar can come as honey, it can come as molasses, it can come as maple syrup. It has many guises. And if you just look at it on the labels, like we've been encouraging you to look at labels, is if you look at the label, it will come with either sucrose, lactose, maltose, anything ending in O's basically is a sugar. So that's one thing. So you probably all tried it. You've probably tried to come off sugar, you've probably tried to reduce your sugar and succeeded for a little while, and then gradually, insidiously, like any addiction, it comes back into your existence. And I know, one thing I know for sure is, like any addiction, we need to cut sugar out. We need to go cold turkey and we need to go, no, we cannot have this. And a lot of the time it's easier said than done. Because very often when we are addicted to sugar, there is an underlying reason why we're addicted to sugar. And very often there's a few underlying reasons. One of them is that you could have a low grade or maybe virulent fungal infection. So for example, if you have a toe fungus, or you get thrush commonly, or you get vaginal thrush, that is, or you get a lot of throat infections. If generally you're feeling a little bit under the weather, then it's very likely that you'll either have a fungal infection or a low-grade viral bacterial infection. And that can be a root cause of why you can't kick the sugar habit. Now, why would that be, do you think? Well, I'll tell you. Well, my theory anyway. And I think there's a lot of evidence to back this up. So my theory is when we come off sugar, we have all good intentions. And there's lots of reasons behind I mean, let's face it, it tastes delicious. There's lots of things behind it, but there's a lot of addictive things. But I think there's always an underlying reason. So as I said just now, there's often an underlying pathogen, but also on top or underneath of that, there's often an emotional issue that we're also trying to push down. And I know from talking to many people who have been addicted to foods, alcohol, drugs, over the years, there's always an emotional issue that we don't want to face as well. So very often we have that sandwich, don't we? We have emotion, pathogen, emotion. And it can be a multi-level sandwich, because we're creatures who have had a lot of experiences in our lives, and we get affected. We get very affected by words, people, things that happen to us. And yeah, and if we're not being affected, then we're probably not living. So, but if we look at the root causes of sugar addiction, is if you don't get rid of those root causes, then you cannot eliminate the addiction. So if you just have a think, what I'd like you to do is have a write down. Just write down anything you can think of in your past that can be emotional or physical. So first off, I would like you to write down any physical issues you had in your life. Have you had a severe infection like glandular fever, scarlet fever, ongoing recurrent respiratory infections, kidney infections, recurrent thrush, that sort of thing. So if you can just write them down, just make a note of it. And then also anything emotionally that actually tweaks you. So when you start maybe getting an issue with money, say, if you get overdrawn, does that send you for the biscuit tin, for example, or the Mars bar, or the peanut slab that they have here in New Zealand, or fill in the blank? Does it send you down, or to the glass of wine? Because let's face it, wine is another sugar, or beer is another sugar for that instance. But do you see what I mean? What we need to really look at is, what is your root cause? What is it that sends you to your sugar or other addictive tendencies? So that's what your job today is. Have a look at root causes. If you need any help with this, we have me, of course, and my other practitioners who are on board to help. If there's emotional stuff, then our quantum essence practitioners are amazing and they would love to hear from you. So just go to the piece on the website and you'll find us. Okay, have a magnificent day, lots and lots of love, and see you tomorrow. Bye.